Hi, this is Chan. This is the second part of the, sorry about the angle a little bit. The second part of the biopesticide with cinnamon sticks, Chinese cinnamon sticks, and cinnamon sticks, and mo hung powder, which, when exposed to moisture, became a sticky resin. Like, this is becoming, this liquid, which is probably a good sign, maybe hard to see, is becoming a cloudy appearance for a liquid. And what I'm trying to do is dissolve as much as the resin down here. And it's hard to see a little bit. The resin down here. With the solvents. That's just the temperature. Tell me that it's at 40 degrees, and the only thing I really added was a bit of mineral oil. This is mineral oil, which is high purity mineral oil to the compound mix. It's basically the same thing. It's formaldehyde, Pyrroldine, which turns it like an orange color. What I'm trying to do is use the alcohol and other materials to extract the compounds from that material, from the solution. But it's becoming more challenging than I thought. I have to show, this might be a short video, I have to show what happens when I try to move this resin. This is challenging, you see that? It became a clump. It'll be easy to remove. I might have to use other solvents like hexane and other stuff, and mineral oil and gasoline materials to try to remove that, but it's becoming really challenging. If you're going to mix them, never allow them to mix with water. Mix them with, never allow water in the flask to basically get on top of it. And you can see the stir rod is jumping around like it's having trouble stirring, so this is a very challenging project. But I'm not giving up on this, because this could work, because the formaldehyde and the mohung material can be used as a bio type pesticide, and that's because the chemicals in here that were in this flask were Isopropanol Alcohol, Pyrroldine, and formaldehyde, which formaldehyde alone in alcohol acts as a natural pesticide. Then what I was trying to do was get the resin to dissolve, but even if it didn't clump up, this stuff probably wouldn't dissolve that very well. I might, as a side note, add more mohung powder to the solution and get it to extract, but it might clog up the entire thing. So I'm not sure what to do about this. Like, I'm torn. Is this a success or a failure? I learned this stuff is quite sensitive to moisture in the flask, even when it was sealed up with this type of joint that I put on there. Right up. When I put it right up on this joint and tried to make it airtight as possible, it solidified. But I was able to get out with this glass stir rod a little bit, but I'm having trouble. I gotta get it to about 45, 50. And as you know, this is quite a slow heating hot plate, so it takes time. So I'm just here trying to make this whole thing airtight and that. But I do think as a biopesticide, this could work, because I mean, you wouldn't spray it on plants because the Pyrroldine would probably, the Pyrroldine or the compound I'm dealing with, would probably kill the plants. But if you spray it on like wood and other stuff, you could basically have an interesting biopesticide. And the mineral oil that's combined, it dissolves in the alcohol, and it is used on crops and other stuff to basically work as an insecticide. So it could be used for a contact pesticide with wasps and termites and stuff like that. Like, you could use it for the contact pesticide. Alcohol is very effective as a pesticide for most insects because it dehydrates them they absorb the alcohol, and then alcohol breaks down very quickly compared to petroleum products that are used in the traditional pesticides that are used these days. So it does have potential. And the temperature right now, 139 degrees, but it's 570 rotations per minute, but it's not rotating properly because this stuff is interfering. Because if I check the temperature again, around almost 40 degrees, so this hot plate is effective, but I don't want to boil it to a point where it starts to boil too rapidly, because that's not good for... I don't have a lot of stirring, and it is a difficult thing to do. But I do think this is an effective way of making it a biopesticide. Even though it didn't work as I wanted it to, and I think the biggest mistake was putting that stuff in and leaving it with the moisture, because it just clumped up and absorbed all the moisture. It started becoming like a gooey clump of sugar and oils. So it became very hard to dissolve, but I'm hopeful that it could, in theory, dissolve over a long period of time, weeks and weeks and weeks, produce a biopesticide. If you're going to do this, I recommend you add it first, add all the ingredients like the solvents, and then stir it and see if that works. That would probably work a lot better than this. But because of failure, I've learned a lot. So I'm just saying, thank you for watching this. I wasn't quite sure I was going to create a second part because of the lack of reviews, but I'm going to do it anyways. I want to be consistent. Thanks for watching this video.